Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Apothecary and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk about The Queen's Gambit by Walter Tevis. Now, I listened to the audiobook via Audible for this one, and Amy Landon did such a fantastic job of narrating this book. Before you ask, I have not seen the movie yet. I really want to, but I wanted to read the book first since I hadn't seen the movie when I learned that there was a book first. So now that I've read the book, I will go watch I think it's a TV show, movie, I can't remember. Soon I will be watching that to see how it compares to our book. But like I said, I absolutely loved this book so much. And although it was not technically based on a true story, I learned that there was a lot of real life influences for Walter Tevis in this book based off of his main character. So our spoiler-free summary for The Queen's Gambit is that we have an 18-year-old Beth Harmon who is quiet, sullen, and she lives in an orphanage. She befriends the janitor there who teaches her how to play chess, and she becomes a childhood prodigy with chess. She picks it up almost instantly, and by the age of 16 she's playing in the US Open Championship. And I just thought that this story and these characters were so engaging and interesting and told in such a way that it was interesting the entire time. It could have become very boring and very repetitive with all of the chess tournaments that we saw, but the way that Walter Tevis wrote this book, it never was boring, and the way that Amy Landon narrated the audiobook made every single moment exciting. So for my call pile scores, characters, I gave this one 4.5 out of 5. I really loved our characters so much, but there were certain moments where our main character felt distant from everyone, including the readers. And if you've seen my reviews before about characters like this, you know I want to get down and dirty with these characters. I want to know everything. I want to feel everything. So when a character becomes distant like this, it is kind of a little bit of a notch off for me. Atmosphere and setting, this is the one and only time that I did not give a either 0.0 or 0.5 rating. For atmosphere and setting, I gave a 4.7. While our setting was amazing, I could see every single location that we're at as our main character travels throughout the world. The atmosphere, there were a couple of times where I wanted to feel the atmosphere just a little bit more than I did, and it kind of affected the way I read those scenes, and that's why I gave it 4.7, because it wasn't terrible and there wasn't a lot of times, but there were a few times where it actually did affect how I read a scene. Writing style, I gave a 5 out of 5. I don't know if Walter Tevis has written other books. I haven't looked that up yet before I filmed this. However, if he did write other books, I am really looking forward to reading more from him. Plot, I gave a 5 out of 5. I loved how this book progressed so much. I was so on the edge of my seat for this. I listened to the audiobook a lot while I was walking around and exercising, and it got so interesting and intriguing, which brings me to my next category, that I continued my exercise routine just to continue listening to this. Intrigue, I gave a 5 out of 5. Logic and relationships, I gave a 4.5 out of 5. The logic was there the whole time. Of course, chess is a game of logic, so of course things will make logical sense. Relationships goes back to our characters and our main character being distant from other characters at times, and so it kind of took down those relationships for me just a little bit. Enjoyment, I gave a 5 out of 5. I loved this book so much. And additional category for our audiobook narration, this one I also gave a 5 out of 5. I thought that Amy Landon did such a fantastic job of narrating this book. That gives us a total of 38.7. Divided that by 8, which gives me a 4.8, which gives me a very high 4.5 out of 5 stars. Almost 5 stars, but just not quite. So that's it for now. If you've read the Queen's Gambit book before, let me know in the comments below. What did you think of the book? If you've read the book and watched the movie, let me know. Which one do you think is better? As always, keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.